Black Country Day, oh my god! Hey guys, and welcome to another of my Friday Roundup videos. For those of you who haven't seen one before, this is where I take some of the stories that have caught my eye over the last few days and I squash and squeeze them down into a little bite-sized visual nugget for your pleasure. As always, any story that I refer to in this video, the links to them are in the description box below, so feel free to go and check them out for yourselves. First up, cracking on, diving straight in as I tend to do these days, and we are heading off to the Black Country. Did she just go full racist? No, I didn't. Don't panic. It actually refers to a specific area in the Midlands of the UK. Once known for its thousands of forges and foundries, the air was often filled with black smoke, hence the name. Ironically enough though, we have somebody crying racism where there is none. I present to you the newly elected Labour MP for Wolverhampton South West, Eleanor Smith. Ms. Smith has spat her dummy out this week over a flag. I will insert it here. Ms. Smith has decided that this flag has racist connotations. This flag, in fact, was actually designed by a 12-year-old schoolgirl to commemorate Black Country Day and the region's industrial heritage. Might I suggest, Ms. Smith, that you busy yourself with the job in hand, the one that you have just been elected to do, rather than seeing racism here, there and everywhere. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you want people to be more tolerant of you, try being a little bit more tolerable. Next up, and we're staying firmly in the Midlands, we're heading over to a school called the Al-Hijra School in Birmingham. And this school was actually the UK's first state-funded Muslim secondary school. Following a report from Ofsted, the government have actually now had to step in and take over the running of the school. The report found that there were failings on many levels. In fact, the school was being run appallingly. The report showed, amongst other things, that teaching standards were well below par, boys and girls were being segregated, and last year the school was actually put on special measures following the discovery of books that promoted marital rape and domestic violence. Well, duh! It's a Muslim school. Of course there are going to be books containing text that promotes this sort of thing. Those books would be called the Quran and the Hadith. The thing that actually worries me more is that following on from the report, the school had actually tried to suppress it with funding from Birmingham City Council. It's that one tiny detail that worries me the most, and it should worry other people. Doesn't it make you wonder just how many other things like this are being suppressed with help and funding from local councils? Next up, a probe has been launched. Ooh, missus. Indeed, a probe launched after numerous complaints were received by the Electoral Commission that thousands, possibly, of students had actually voted for Jeremy Corbyn twice in the election last month. It's not unusual for students to actually register two different addresses, one being the home address, the other being their term time address. But many students were seen on social media following the election bragging that they had in fact voted twice. This prompted many people to complain, and rightly so. There's no national database in place, so it's not like people can be checked when they turn up to vote. So they simply vote in one place, then at another, using two different but registered addresses. There's a very good chance, given the numbers that I've seen being thrown about, that should these votes prove to be fraudulent, and were taken into account and counts reduced, if you will, that the Conservatives would have actually won by a majority. So it could have changed the entire outcome of the election. The Electoral Commission is now investigating this. The Electoral Commission says that a lot, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. In my opinion, I think it's going to be brushed under the carpet and put to bed very quietly without too much fuss, when in actual fact it should bring the entire system into question, but I don't think it will. Last up, and we have, I know he's my favourite, I'm sure he's your favourite too, London Mayor Mr Sadiq Khan. Sadiq has been in the news again this week. He is still spitting his dummy out about the proposed state visit by one President Donald Trump. He's warned this week that London will not be rolling out the red carpet for this visit. Sadiq, despite what you may think or have been told, you do not speak for every single person in London. This isn't some wishy-washy president from some 2-bit back of beyond country that nobody has ever heard of. This is the President of the United States of America. This, again, and boringly so, is nothing more than the Liberal left screaming and whining because there's a chance that they may not get their own way again. Well, do you know what? Tough. You've had it your way for far, far, far too long. It's our turn now, so you can take your bitching and your whining, and quite frankly, you can feck off. Anywho, and that is it for another week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to click on like and subscribe, and also make sure that your notifications are turned on so you can be informed when I upload new videos. Also, please share the video if you can. Apparently, so it's been revealed to me this week, it's all about how many views you can get. I had no idea. I'm just doing my own thing. If you like it, great. If you don't, meh. So anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.